Hello, this is Josh, and I'm reviewing the Ergotech Triple Desk Stand with Telescopic Wings. As you can see, it's item number 100-D16-B03TW. You can see the link below in this video. Now, I purchased this product, so I didn't get it for free. I'm going to give you my honest opinion of it. Let me show you first what my desktop looks like now. Now, it's a little bit of a mess, but I run a marketing agency, and I've got triple monitors, as you can see, which is incredible. I used to only have dual, and now I love three. Right now, to run my monitors, I bought special ViewSonic ones that I think are 23-inch, 23, 24. I'll put it below, an actual link to the ViewSonics that I have. They're gorgeous. They're LEDs, and you have to make sure that you get the ones that have the holes on the back. Do you see that? Those special mounts. Now, and the ViewSonics came with screws for those mounts. Right now, I went to Staples and I bought leather, and forget the dust, but I brought leather risers that are about 2 inches, 2.5, maybe 3 inches tall, and that puts it up at a certain height. And this is the center line of the back part. Now, if you were to show this, I want you to know that I'm an actual businessman that's giving you his rating on what this thing is. So that's our center line of the height on the back. Now you want to go from center line to center line, and I'm going to show you that when I install this new product that I'm reviewing, it'll bring it up 2.5 to 3 inches, or have the capability of doing that. You could also match your old height and go lower as well. You can go really low. Okay, so enough about that. Let's look at this product and show you how it arrives. Now, here's your base stand. Everybody has said on the web it's really, really big. I'm going to put it up next to my keyboard and just show you how it works. Next, you've got your main pole stand here, and there's a screw on the back side, as you can see. And I'm using my iPhone to shoot this video, so forgive me, it's a little shaky. That's not the best design. I wish it was something that was outside, to be honest with you, but you have to put something in there. Now, once you put this pole in here, which can come out, then you have, it connects on the top. This actual arm right here slides onto the top. Now this is where it's adjustable. We could actually loosen this and bring it down as far as you want, and that's where you get your height. I'm trying to go for the max height because I'm a tall guy and I want to sit and have everything up closer to me visually. Now this part broke. This actual pin or bolt stripped out. When I tightened it the first time, kind of lightly, quite frankly, as you can see, it's stripped. So I contacted the manufacturer, and they immediately got me another one. They CC'd their whole sales team and said, hey, we're going to ship you one overnight. It was awesome. They did a great job, and that's why I'm going to rate this product highly, because they made it right quickly. So good work, guys, there. So I put in the new one today. We're going to install it. Now, on the front side, I want to show you how, even though these areas arrive in 3 major pieces, and forgive me, my office is a little messy in the background, but you've got your base, as we talked about. You have your main bar, and then you have this arm, right? Well, these do not arrive with the arm installed. They come in their own bags that are bubble wrapped. Let me show you what they look like when they come out. Now, you see how easy that was to take off? This is the middle one, the center one, because it doesn't have a big knob on the top that aligns the vertical height. And the reason for that is the center one, they assume you're going to align it with the vertical height on the back here, that pin that we talked about, that bolt, and you're going to align the whole thing, and then you align the ones on the ends using this special bolt. Now when you get these, the goal, and the thing I'm going to do next, is attach this one to my middle monitor on the back with the pin up. And once I bolt it on to the middle monitor, I'll bring the monitor over here, nice and big, obviously it'll be somewhat heavy. I'll put it in the middle. I will lean it back like this, as you can see. Watch this. 45 degrees, bring it forward, watch that pin. You see the pin? Boom. And then it's locked. Now you can slide it back and forth, so you can lift it up, take the weight off, and it's locked. Those of you that live in California like me, if you have an earthquake, it's not going to go anywhere. It does feel a little bit loose, but it's not that loose. It's loose enough to where you can pick it up, slide it, and so on, and it locks in there real nice. You got a bunch of other bolts here. This one's for right and left. Once we get the actual device on there, you can use your hands to go left, right, up, down. I think you can even rotate it if you look really carefully. Okay, so that's that. All of these work exactly the same. They have a pin. You pull that out. Great, cool. You see that pin? We're going to actually put on a center monitor, and show you how that works. And then now the important part to look at this is the telescoping one. And remember the TW, and this is the one I bought on Amazon. I did a lot of research, and the reason it's TW is some of the other ones don't have this technique. Do you see this right here? They can't telescope. So I bought the telescoping one so that I could put much larger monitors on there. And the reason for that is, let's go back over to my desktop, is I like the cockpit type of feel. I like it when things wrap around me. Look at the angle, as you can see. I don't know what degree that is, but I want every opportunity available to me to wrap those monitors around me so that I can turn my head, because this is the way I look at it. There, there, and there. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm gonna do my best on the next video to show you stuff and show you how we're gonna put this darn thing on. Before we keep moving, I want to show you it in front of the other unit so that you can see eye level. This is about eye level for me. Do you see how that's 2 inches higher? And this is the size. Obviously it wouldn't hang over here, but this is the size of the base compared to the old base, and that would probably squeeze back quite a ways and so on. So that's kind of what it looks like. And the nice thing is here, the telescoping arm will let me move this out as far as I want. It's not a really good representation because I've got the angles all wrong here. I've got the telescoping arms 100% wrong. But now you can see that the height you can get is, well, this is what I want. This is absolutely what I want. Looking good. So I removed the center monitor. I put it over here. I unplugged it all. This is the mount. The mount, remember, it's pin up, right? See that pin? This silver one, pin up. It comes with a lot of screws. We're going to go ahead and mount that. Okay, we're going to install monitor number 1, and I'm doing this kind of with one hand, so it's actually kind of easy. I did it just a minute ago. I'm going to have you follow this. We're going to go at a 45-degree angle. Ready? I'm actually using 2 hands. 45-degree angle, center it, and check that out. Okay, now I just did that with kind of 2 hands, awkward, and I have the base on. You get the idea. And look how dusty things get in my office. So now I'll just have one item to clean instead of all 3 bases and all that stuff. But now you can see that we're at the start of, and I want to show you the height difference. You have a lot more control. I'll remove the base, obviously. I'll adjust the right tilt, and that's all adjustable. But now we're really cooking it with fire because I've just got a lot more control. I'll put the other ones on here in a sec, probably. Actually, I'll move the base backward. I'll remove all of the monitors, put them on, and we'll be good to go. So I'm really liking this setup so far. The next thing I'm going to do is take this monitor back here, disconnect it, take this pin off as I showed you before, release that pin, tilt it back. These things are not lightweight. I'll tell you, they are made of some kind of cast iron. I'm not sure. Anyways, you get the idea, and we're going to do some vertical mount and stuff. We're going to mount this on the back, and then we can, once we snap it on there using a 45-degree angle, tilt it in. Now the trick will be, I'm not going to keep it like this. I will do my telescoping arm trick back here. And this is why I bought the telescoping one, because I knew that I'd put some big monitors on here. And you can click the monitors below if you like this video, and you're welcome to buy the exact same ViewSonics. I bought them on Amazon. They are beautiful machines. I trust ViewSonic, and they were highly rated. And then I bought this guy. So I hope that you enjoy this. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comment section. Okay, I just pulled off all the bases and installed the units, the actual screens. Now look at this. Uh-oh, the angle's all off. Well, we're going to be able to correct that. We're going to adjust the height, the angle right and left, and the angle up and down, the pitch and the yaw and all that stuff. So as you can see, it's a bit higher because if the old base was... I have a little tactical tip as you're putting the brackets on the back of your ViewSonic monitor. Once again, if you want this to work, you're welcome to use the link below to buy exactly the monitors I bought. The stand is not so great on these monitors. You'll see it in the reviews, but the monitor itself is wonderful, and I bought these monitors specifically to put on here. Now here's a little tactical tip. First of all, you take the mount off of the actual telescoping arm. You install it here first, because that's what the quick disconnect is for. When you're installing it, take these screws and put them in by hand for 2 turns so that you know that all of the threads are aligned. You never want to pull out a power drill and just go, okay, and line it up and go, wah, because it's metal to metal and all that stuff. Okay, once you have 2 turns, then I pull out my Phillips screwdriver and I do it nice and snug. Then another little trick I do is I if you do buy these monitors, you see those two little screws in there? I remove the two screws so that when I lift this up, it comes right off of the stand, and I can transfer it right over to the telescoping arm, which is quite easy. Let me see if I can show you how I do this. So we're going to do our best to show you that it goes up on a 45-degree angle. Boom, like that. Now watch this. It's going to go down, lock like that. Now the only problem is they're not level. Uh-oh. Well, that's because it's all adjustable. We'll go in and adjust it just a little bit. This will take about 10 minutes. I'll tell you all my techniques here in a sec. So my next trick was, let's work on the center monitor first, and I leveled it perfectly. I sat down in my chair here, and I made sure that the height was perfect. And it really is a little higher by 3 or 4 inches than my last setup, but I like it, and I want to try it that way. So I leveled the first one. I made sure the angle was right. We're going to base everything off that. Do not trust your eye and think you have it level, because these are going to be off when you first put everything on. So I used the app on my phone, leveled it, got it right. Great. Went over to this one, got it level, made sure that I took the telescoping arms, squeezed them in as far as possible so you get as much rigidity. You don't want these telescoping out quite as far as they allow for, because then you get too much teetering. So I locked them in, put this so that I'm utilizing, you see how I only have a ½ inch left? That means I'm utilizing everything correctly. And then I got this level, this unit. Now I'm going to use this knob right here to gently lower it. Let's do it live as we talk right now. Do you see how it's up by a ½ inch or so? I'm slowly, I think, going down, and it takes a little while, but it does eventually go down. And I think it's going to go down far enough, and we'll align it up just about perfect. It'll take a little while, and I'll go figure it out and get it in there. It does take a little while. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. We're going to level it, get it touching just as close as possible right here, as you can see, so that I have a nice streamlined view. We're going to do the same thing over here. It takes a few minutes to get these all figured out, but I think it's going to work, and I'm really liking the setup so far. So stand by one before we come back. Okay, when you have it already installed and you try and change the up and down pitch, as I showed you on the other one, it's great, but it really does put a lot of stress on that telescoping arm. So I've temporarily taken this one off, and one of my tricks I want to encourage you to do is to loosen this bolt just a little bit, the vertical, if you think that you have a pitch problem, to go ahead and loosen that, and it's not easy, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to put a lot of pressure on this so that I don't bend my ViewSonic. And I'm going to loosen that just a little bit so that when I get it up there, I don't put a lot of stress on that telescoping arm. Then it'll stay on its own, and I'll lock it up, tighten it down while it's on the mount, and I'm happy with the angle. All right, so here we go. I've leveled the center one, the left, and the right. Are they perfect? No, but they are darn close. Could I tweak them over the next week? Yeah, probably. I'm really happy. Let me show you what I'm really most happy about. Here's the base that used to be there, and I had a 2-inch riser on it, and now this is even higher than that. So I'm really, from the base, look at all this space I'm freeing up, first of all. Second of all, I'm getting it eye level because this is how high I am, and it works perfect. Third, I want you to look at the base. If you're worried about this being big, I think it's an asset, because now I need all this room to work. I can push that forward, and I can put my book and my papers and all the other stuff out here, and I can work old school, move it out, and start typing again. Plenty of room for my mouse. I'm going to have to keep my office more clean, but I think you get the idea. This is the Telescoping Wing product that we just bought, and I told you the model number earlier. It does come with a nice big box, and it does have instructions. And quite frankly, it's a good product. For a couple $100 on Amazon, I recommend you go get it. I paid full price for it, and I really like it. I had a lot of fun making this video, putting it together. If you enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. And also use the link below to buy the product. If you want all the Samsungs that I used on this, beautiful screens, by the way, the LED performance of them, and they look great on this stand. You can use the other link below as well. I'm Josh. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Take care.